to Arunachal Pradesh. Latest pictures there coming in on our screens of Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma welcoming Union Home Minister Amit Shah to Dibrugarh. We're joined by our senior executive editor Abhishek Kapoor joining us on the phone line to give us more details about the visit that is taking place and also about China's response to Amit Shah's visit. Abhishek, what are the details you're gathering as far as China's statement is concerned on Amit Shah's visit to Arunachal Pradesh?
Well, Sanika, China would do what it has to do and they will continue to repeat their position. But what is important is that India is sending across a message for the Union Home Minister. Of course, he has landed in Assam and Dibrugarh, but he's panning out over the next 24 hours, where he would be launching the vibrant village at Kibithoo, which is one of the border. Panning out across these states along our border with Tibet, and beginning with Arunachal, so Sikkim, then Himachal Pradesh, then of course Ladakh and Union Territory of Ladakh. About 3,000 villages, 5,000 crore worth of projects, essentially aimed at boosting infrastructure in these border villages, make them absolutely ready for any kind of military movement also, and that component always is there when you plan for border areas. Essentially, this is India's response to the increased military activity that we have seen from the Chinese side along the eastern frontier and along the western and the northern border as well. And I think irrespective of what the Chinese say, Sanika, the fact is that the government of India and the Vibrant Villages program was announced by the Union Finance Minister in her budget and starts now and goes on till 25-26 for the next 4-5 years, about 5,000 crore rupees, 3,000 villages marked, 2967 to be precise, spread across 19 districts in 46 blocks around Arunachal Pradesh, Sikkim, Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, and the Union Territory of Ladakh, as I was mentioning. And apart from that, of course, the Union Home Minister would be inaugurating some hydropower projects and some other projects constructed on the Golden Jubilee Border Elimination Program, essentially aimed at, again, improving infrastructure along our frontier with Tibet, and obviously to counter whatever China has done over the last few years in terms of improving infrastructure. So coming as it does just days after China named or renamed some places along Arunachal and thought that this Sinicization would sort of have some impact, India, with Union Home Minister traveling to Arunachal Pradesh, really underscoring that Arunachal Pradesh is an integral part of India, its Indian territory, and that we will do everything that's needed to make sure that the infrastructure is absolutely ready and strong to take care of any nefarious designs.
Yes, and Abhishek, very significant visit there, as you were also pointing out to the significance of this visit of Union Home Minister Arunachal Pradesh. This is the same where Amit Shah is visiting today. It's the same area which China unilaterally attempted to rename. This is the forest clearing north of Kibithoo in Anjaw district of Arunachal Pradesh, where Amit Shah is launching the Vibrant Villages program. The same Kibithoo which China sort of unilaterally tried to claim a week back. If you can also explain the significance of this area to our viewers.
Oh, absolutely, Sanika. So this is an area which Chinese think that they can, rename and sort of fancy that this becomes their territory, which obviously is not. And that's why for the next 24 hours, Union Home Minister Amit Shah to be physically present there, to be inaugurating these projects, launching the Vibrant Villages program. He's in fact inaugurating 9, not just 9 micro hydropower projects, and that would be, illuminating all the villages and habitations across this difficult terrain. Remember, this is mountains, jungles, forests and hills, and apart from that, these electricity projects obviously are going to then empower people living in these border villages. Remember, we also had reports coming in of Arunachal Pradesh policemen being taught Mandarin at Rashtriya Raksha University in Gandhinagar, again aimed at bolstering India's defenses in this manner. Then, apart from these, the Home Minister would be inaugurating Indo-Tibetan border police Indo-Tibetan border police projects also, again aimed at augmenting the infrastructure. And the ITBP projects would be at Likabali, and of course at in other states also, including in Chappai and Nurand in Kerala. But he would be doing that from here in Arunachal Pradesh, and then of course he interacts with soldiers, forces, ITBP personnel and Jawans at Kibithoo. So essentially, Home Minister, by visiting Arunachal and inaugurating these projects, launching this Vibrant Villages program, engaging with the ITBP soldiers and inaugurating many of those infrastructure projects specifically aimed at strengthening the efficiency and resources for the forces, clearly shows that India is making a statement, strong statement that insofar as Arunachal Pradesh is concerned vis-a-vis China.
Yes. Thank you very much, Abhishek, for joining us and giving us those details about Amit Shah's visit to Arunachal Pradesh, the significance of this visit. We are going to keep a close watch on the pictures that we'll be getting and the developments so far. Also, China's response to this visit. For now, moving on to other news coming in. And before we get to the other big story of the day, it's once again time to remind our viewers that India's biggest news event is back. The third edition of the Republic Summit will be held in the national capital this month. The biggest names, the biggest newsmakers, the biggest agents of change and transformation in India will be at the Republic Summit once again this year. So stand by for what will be by far India's biggest news event by miles.
आप सभी देश के जन जन तक सही सूचनाएं पहुंचाने में अहम भूमिका निभा रहे हैं। जब नेशन फर्स्ट होता है तब हमारे संकल्प भी बड़े होते हैं और उनको सिद्ध करने के प्रयास भी व्यापक होते हैं।
प्रधानमंत्री जी, हमने भी ठान लिया है, हमारा रिपब्लिक मीडिया नेटवर्क भी अपने कदम और भी तेज करेगा।
Now, the BJP has slammed Rahul Gandhi and posed some questions to him. This comes after Rahul Gandhi took a swipe at ex-Congress leaders in his tweet, who sort of joined the BJP and also who have broken ranks with the Congress. And the BJP has quoted Ghulam Nabi Azad and said that Rahul Gandhi goes abroad and meets undesirable businessmen. BJP wants Rahul Gandhi to disclose the names of these businessmen who Rahul Gandhi allegedly meets on foreign soil. Listen in to what BJP's Ravi Shankar Prasad said.
ने कोई अपनी बात नहीं कही। अभी गुलाम नबी आजाद ने जो टिप्पणी की वो आपको सुना दिया। इससे एक बड़ा सवाल उठता है कि राहुल गांधी हर 4-5 महीने के बाद विदेश जाते हैं। किससे मिलते हैं राहुल गांधी जी? क्योंकि बाकी तो जाते हैं तो क्या क्या बोलते हैं कि भारत के लोकतंत्र पर ही सवाल करते हैं, वो चर्चा हम लोग कर चुके हैं। लेकिन राहुल गांधी किससे मिलते हैं? ये अनडिजायरेबल बिजनेसमैन कौन है? ये देश जरूर जानना चाहेगा और हम चाहेंगे कि ये बात सच्चाई देश के सामने आनी चाहिए कि राहुल गांधी जी जब भी विदेश जाते हैं तो किस तरह के अनडिजायरेबल एलिमेंट से, बिजनेसमैन से, अवांछनीय बिजनेसमैन से वो मिलते हैं और उनके मिलने का एजेंडा क्या होता है। और दूसरा सवाल ये उठता है कि जब भी राहुल गांधी विदेश से भारत लौटते हैं तो उनका और हमला तेज हो जाता है। जरा शांत रहिए। तेज हो जाता है भारत के ऊपर, प्रधानमंत्री के ऊपर, भारत की प्रगति के ऊपर। आज तक राहुल गांधी जी ने पिछले 9 साल में भारत की विकास यात्रा में एक भी अच्छे शब्द नहीं कहे। चलिए उनका विषय है, लेकिन आज भारत दुनिया की 5वीं इकॉनमी बन चुका है, इंग्लैंड से आगे निकल चुका है। भारत का आईटी सेक्टर, भारत का डिजिटल सेक्टर, भारत का स्टार्टअप सेक्टर। याद करिए कि जब कोरोना काल में मेड इन इंडिया वैक्सीन ने दुनिया में अपना परचम लहराया तो उसका भी विरोध कर रहे थे कि कौन सी वैक्सीन है। तो क्या राहुल गांधी एंटी इंडिया बिजनेसमैन के इशारे पर भारत को कमजोर करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं और मोदी जी के खिलाफ अभियान कर रहे हैं। मैं फिर कहूंगा, ये अनडिजायरेबल बिजनेसमैन विदेश में कौन है? और जब भी राहुल गांधी उनसे मिलकर आते हैं तो भारत के खिलाफ, मोदी जी के खिलाफ, भारत की विकास यात्रा के खिलाफ उनकी जबान और तल्ख हो जाती है। ही बिकम्स मोर एग्रेसिव। एक अंतिम बात कहनी है कि अडानी रोज प्रकरण जपते हैं वो। मैं फिर रिपीट करूंगा, अडानी को विदेश में पहली खान कब मिली? जब मनमोहन सिंह की सरकार 2009 में, 2011 में बड़ी खान मिली उनको न्यूजीलैंड में, ऑस्ट्रेलिया में। तो क्या मनमोहन सिंह जाते थे क्या? आज राहुल गांधी जवाब दें। 65,000 करोड़ रुपए का पूंजी निवेश अडानी आपकी सरकार राजस्थान में कर रहे हैं कि नहीं, जहां अशोक गहलोत जी मुख्यमंत्री हैं? अडानी का पोर्ट बन रहा है कि नहीं केरला में, जिसको कांग्रेस पार्टी ने ओके किया और आज सीपीएम सीपीआई की सरकार उसको एग्जीक्यूट करवा रही है। अडानी को कोयला खदान का एक्सपेंशन छत्तीसगढ़ की कांग्रेस सरकार ने दिया या नहीं दिया? और बाकी बंगाल में भी 15,000 करोड़ का पूंजी निवेश हो रहा है। तो राहुल गांधी कुछ नहीं बोलते हैं इस पर, आज तक जवाब नहीं देते हैं, और खाली झूठ बातें करना, बेबुनियाद आरोप लगाना उनकी फितरत बन गई है। इसके बहुत भर्त्सना करते हैं। लेकिन राहुल गांधी जी, आज आपके खिलाफ आरोप आपकी पार्टी के एक 50 साल के कर्मठ नेता ने लगाई है कि आप विदेश में अनडिजायरेबल बिजनेसमैन से मिलते हैं, और मिलकर जब हिंदुस्तान आते हैं तो भारत के खिलाफ, सरकार के खिलाफ आपका स्वर और आक्रामक होता है, गलत बयानी और झूठ के साथ। आज इसका जवाब आपको देना पड़ेगा। मैं राहुल गांधी की इस पूरे आचरण की बहुत भर्त्सना करता हूं, और आज जिम्मेवार स्रोत से इसके प्रमाण मिले हैं कि राहुल गांधी भारत विरोधी ताकतों के खिलाफ के साथ विदेश में काफी सक्रिय रहते हैं।
So those were the questions posed by the BJP to Rahul Gandhi on his alleged links to some businessmen. And before we move to the next piece of news coming in, let us remind our viewers that India's biggest news event is back. The third edition of the Republic Summit will be held in the national capital this month. The biggest names, the biggest newsmakers, the biggest agents of change and transformation in India will be at the Republic Summit once again this year. So we stand by for what will be by far India's biggest news event by miles.
इस देश में बहुत समय के बाद एक ऐसी सरकार आई है जो सरकार टिकाने के लिए नहीं चल रही है, देश को सुधारने के लिए सरकार चल रही है।
ये पहला एक बड़ा इवेंट हुआ है जहां पे आप इस पर विस्तृत तौर से इन डिटेल आप बात करेंगे, तो लेट अस एड्रेस ऑल इश्यूज।
Getting a quick check of news from the poll-bound state of Karnataka. In a big setback to Amul, the Bruhat Bengaluru Hotels Association announced that it would choose only Nandini milk to support the state's farmers. The Amul versus Nandini milk debate had recently rigged up a political slugfest in Karnataka, with the ruling BJP supporting Amul's entry into the state and the opposition suggesting a threat to Karnataka Milk Federation's famed dairy brand Nandini. Karnataka Rakshana Vedike staged a protest in Bengaluru against Amul's entry into the poll-bound southern state and slammed the government, saying that the latter wants to expand the dairy company in Karnataka for the sake of polls. The Rakshana Vedike, pro-Kannada group members, chanted anti-Amul slogans while carrying the products of the milk brand, including butter and cheese. They threw these products sold by Amul on the road and even crushed them with their legs. Karnataka police, meanwhile, has detained several protesters from the pro-Kannada group protests who opposed the sale of Amul milk in Karnataka. Karnataka Congress President D.K. Shivkumar visited Nandini Milk Parlour in Hassan This comes amid controversy over Amul's entry into the state. Amul brand is facing backlash in Karnataka as hoteliers in the state chose to buy Nandini milk to support state farmers. Meanwhile, BJP has accused the Congress of unleashing a misinformation campaign over dairy cooperative Amul's presence in Karnataka. As face-off over Amul and Nandini milk intensifies, JDS State President CM Ibrahim says there will be blood revolution in Karnataka if Nandini is sold to Amul. Nikhil Kumaraswamy, son of former Chief Minister H.D. Kumaraswamy and candidate of Ramanagara Assembly constituency, who is campaigning in his constituency, had to face wrath of locals over lack of basic facilities. In a big embarrassment for BJP, villagers gherawed Minister Shashikala Jolly, asking her not to set foot in the Galataga village in Karnataka. The incident took place at Dalit Colony in Galataga village during the visit of the minister. The villagers gherawed the minister, alleging lack of development work in the constituency, and further accused her of visiting the village only during election time to seek votes. BJP's Parliamentary Board member B.S. Yediyurappa said that BJP will release its first list of about 170 to 180 candidates for Karnataka Assembly elections today. And we're heading into a break right now. After the break, we'll get you details about the fact-finding panel's report on the riots in Bengal. Also, UK media is reporting that the trade talks between India and UK have halted after Indian High Commission was attacked by Khalistani mob.
The India developmental model is the right model which the world can follow, and that is the opportunity that we have before us.
I believe that you are soaked in the philosophy of nation first.
Amity faculty have filed over 1,800 patents. Yet another reason why Amity has been ranked among the top for innovation achievements.
The India developmental model is the right model which the world can follow, and that is the opportunity that we have before us.
I believe that you are soaked in the philosophy of nation first.
इस देश में बहुत समय के बाद एक ऐसी सरकार आई है जो सरकार टिकाने के लिए नहीं चल रही, देश को सुधारने के लिए सरकार चल रही है।
ये पहला एक बड़ा इवेंट हुआ है जहां पे आप इस पर विस्तृत तौर से इन डिटेल आप बात करेंगे, तो लेट अस एड्रेस ऑल इश्यूज।
Mediation will work when there is uncertainty of winning by any one party. इसलिए जो judgment आया यही सबसे उत्तम है. This puts an end to the whole issue.
Assertive 1% that wants to open the wounds again. They do not operate only by the verdict of the court. Dragging back economic fugitives, fantastic. But a crackdown on corruption alone is not enough to steer the economy.
That is where the reforms are not just to remove those who are with several cases of corruption and disproportionate assets. This will ensure that at a local level, no officer can go about saying, hey, I've come to inspect you, without the system approving it.
Mediation will work when there
Dragging back economic fugitives, fantastic. But a crackdown on corruption alone is not enough to steer the economy.
That is where the reforms are not just to remove those who are with several cases of corruption and disproportionate assets. This will ensure that at a local level, no officer can go about saying, hey, I've come to inspect you, without the system approving it.
Mediation will work when there is uncertainty of winning by any one party. इसलिए जो judgment आया यही सबसे उत्तम है. This puts an end to the whole issue.
Assertive 1% that wants to open the wounds again. They do not operate only by the verdict of the court.
Hello and welcome viewers to Republic TV. At the beginning of this news wheel, it brings us immense pleasure to announce to our viewers that Republic Summit is back and it will be held in the national capital later this month. The biggest newsmakers, the biggest leaders, the biggest agents of change and transformation will be at the Republic Summit, and we will keep our viewers posted on that, as it will be the biggest news event this year. And getting a quick check of our headlines to our viewers. Amritpal aide Papalpreet, who is believed to be the closest to Amritpal, has been arrested. The fact-finding panel says Mamata government didn't do enough, cites police in action. They are set to meet the governor this evening. After Ghulam Nabi Azad reveals Rahul's alleged meetings with undesirable businessmen on foreign trips, BJP hits out and seeks an explanation. In a scathing attack on Rahul Gandhi, Vice President says one must leave their political spectacles when speaking abroad. Days after Indian High Commission was attacked by Khalistani mob, UK media reports that trade talks between the two countries have been halted. The fact-finding panel that was looking into the riots in Howrah and Hooghly that took place last week on the occasion of Ram Navami have prepared the report and are all set to submit their report to the governor this evening. And in this report, there are some scathing observations, especially in connection with the action the action and the reaction of the West Bengal government as far as the violence is concerned. The report clearly states that the West Bengal police didn't do enough, Mamata administration didn't do enough, and in fact West Bengal police were inactive even after the riots took place. And we will have one of the members of the fact-finding panel joining us live on this broadcast, Bhavna Bajaj, who is the advocate and former consultant for NCPCR and NHRC, who is a member of the fact-finding committee in Bengal violence, who is one of the members who will be submitting the report to the governor this evening, is joining us live on this broadcast to give us more details about the report that has been prepared and will be tabled before the governor. Okay, if I can go to Ms. Bhavna, my first question to you, Ms. Bhavna Bajaj, would be, what are the notings in your fact-finding panel? You are set to table this fact-finding report before the governor this evening at 6 p.m. is what we know. If you can tell our viewers about the findings that you have made after talking to the victims and after visiting these places. If you can tell our viewers about the notings in this fact-finding report.
May I?
Yes, yes, Ms. Bhavna Bajaj. Welcome to the public.
Before to start, I just want to clarify one thing, that we are being now nominated by a Lawyer for Justice. That is an independent agency, and we all are human rights activists and presided by Mr. L. Narasimha Reddy, who was former Chief Justice of Patna High Court. We tried to meet victims because we were getting many complaints from them, and we tried to meet them twice. On 8th, we tried to go Rishra and we were stopped. And 9th, we tried to visit Havda, and again we were stopped by more than 50 or hundreds of force and all the barricades and everything. But I really can't understand what was to hide. ऐसा क्या था जो छुपाना चाहते थे? उसके बाद हमने कोशिश करके we tried our level best and we requested victim to come over and हमने उनको promise किया कि हम तुम्हारी आइडेंटिटी को पूरी तरह से हाइड करेंगे. कम से कम 20 लोग हमसे मिलने आए और उन्होंने अपने बारे में बताया कि क्या सिचुएशन थी वहां पर, कितना बुरा हाल हुआ. जो मासूम लोग थे जो उस प्रोसेशन में रामनवमी के दिन थे भी नहीं, उनको पकड़ लिया गया, जिसमें से एक बिकॉज आई वॉज एसोसिएटेड विद NCPCR एंड NHRC, सो बच्चों के लिए मेरा थोड़ा सा ज्यादा रहता है. तो उसमें एक बच्ची थी टीनेजर, जिसके दोनों भाइयों को पुलिस ने पकड़ लिया एंड देन वो जब पुलिस में रिपोर्ट कराने गई उसके हाथ पैर बांध दिए गए. ह्यूमन राइट वायलेशन नहीं हो रहा तो वहाँ क्या हो रहा है? हमने अपनी रिपोर्ट जो है वो आज प्रेस को दे दी है और 6:30 बजे हम गवर्नर से मिलने वाले हैं. वहां पर विक्टिम भी आएंगे और वो उनसे मिलेंगे.
You're telling us very important details about how you sort of went ahead and prepared the report. If we have some excerpts of the reports in which you've said that the police hasn't done enough in while handling the riots. Is there any specific reason you believe that the Mamata administration, that the West Bengal government is to be blamed? Was there a particular reason why the violence took place, if any?
There are many clippings, and on before Ramnami, while sitting on Dharna, she made a call through a communal speech that procession passing through Muslim area will be seriously acted upon. And the speech was, वो ऐसा करेंगे तो तुम ऐसा करना. डेमोक्रेसी में कोई तुम और वो नहीं होता है, इसमें हम होते हैं. इस तरह की चीजों ने ही तो आगे बढ़ाया है सिचुएशन को. पुलिस की तो क्लिपिंग आपने देखी होगी. यू हैव सीन मैनी क्लिपिंग. पुलिस इज नॉट डूइंग एनीथिंग. एंड व्हाई दे वर ट्राइंग टू स्टॉप अस, आई रियली कांट अंडरस्टैंड. वी आर सिविल सोसाइटी पर्सन. हम लोग 6 लोग हैं. वी रिक्वेस्टेड देम कि हम उनके साथ बाइक पर चले जाते हैं, एक एक करके चले जाते हैं. एंड वेयर वी वर स्टॉप देयर वाज नो 144.
You're trying to tell us that
I can't hear you.
Yes. Is my audio clear? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Ms. Bhavna Bajaj, you're saying that you faced some hurdles while preparing this report. We had some pictures also on Saturday as well when your team was sort of blocked while going to review the situation. And I'm also being joined by my colleague Shravan Sen, who's joining us live from the Delhi newsroom. He too has a couple of questions to take with you. Over to you, Shravan.
Yeah, sure.
Ms. Bajaj, you essentially say in your report that this is completely orchestrated. But the fact of the matter is that there is also the other side of the story, that there were authorized routes as far as the Ram Navami procession is concerned. The allegation that is now being leveled against the fact-finding committee is that, isn't this report completely lopsided when you essentially are not looking into the fact that arms and ammunitions were taken by those who were present in the procession? They've now been placed under arrest. No word essentially being made about those who deliberately tried to perhaps provoke while they were passing through certain communally sensitive areas.
My point is that whatever happened is happened. I don't know about that. I was not there. When we try to meet victims, why they hold us? Why they not allowed us? There is always a one-side story.
That would essentially also be, Ms. Bajaj, Ms. Bajaj, the question here is that also about the validity of a committee like this, which is essentially not instituted by any government body, and that prevents you from essentially going ahead and doing that work. That could also be the plausible, explanation given by the authorities in the state of West Bengal with regards to the fact that what's the locus standi of a group like this?
I can't hear you. Hello?
Ms. Bajaj, as far as the authorities are concerned, they would essentially question you about the locus standi of this entire fact-finding committee. A fact-finding committee that is essentially run by a civil society group of members and not constituted by any government body. So the validity, of this entire fact-finding committee is questionable.
We seem to be running into some audio trouble there. We've lost the link with Ms. Bhavna Bajaj as well, as we were trying to get some responses from her on the fact-finding report that will be tabled before the governor this evening. We will try to connect with Ms. Bhavna Bajaj to get more details about the report that the panel has prepared. For now, we're heading into a short break.
Mediation will work when there is uncertainty of winning by any one party. इसलिए जो judgment आया यही सबसे उत्तम है. This puts an end to the whole issue.
Assertive 1% that wants to open the wounds again. They do not operate only by the verdict of the court.
इस देश में बहुत समय के बाद एक ऐसी सरकार आई है जो सरकार टिकाने के लिए नहीं चल रही, देश को सुधारने के लिए सरकार चल रही है।
ये पहला एक बड़ा इवेंट हुआ है जहां पे आप इस पर विस्तृत तौर से इन डिटेल आप बात करेंगे, तो लेट अस एड्रेस ऑल इश्यूज।
Mediation will work when there is uncertainty of winning by any one party. इसलिए जो judgment आया यही सबसे उत्तम है. This puts an end to the whole issue.
Assertive 1% that wants to open the wounds again. They do not operate only by the verdict of the court. Dragging back economic fugitives, fantastic. But a crackdown on corruption alone is not enough to steer the economy. That is where the reforms are not just to remove those who are with several cases of corruption and disproportionate assets. This will ensure that at a local level, no officer can go about saying, hey, I've come to inspect you without the system approving it.
Mediation will work when there is uncertainty of winning by any one party. इसलिए जो judgment आया यही सबसे उत्तम है. This puts an end to the whole issue.
Assertive 1% that wants to open the wounds again. They do not operate only by the verdict of the court.
आप सभी देश के जन जन तक सही सूचनाएं पहुंचाने में अहम भूमिका निभा रहे हैं। जब नेशन फर्स्ट होता है तब हमारे संकल्प, आप सभी देश के जन जन तक सही सूचनाएं पहुंचाने में अहम भूमिका निभा रहे हैं। जब नेशन फर्स्ट होता है तब हमारे संकल्प भी बड़े होते हैं और उनको सिद्ध करने के प्रयास भी व्यापक होते हैं।
प्रधानमंत्री जी, हमने भी ठान लिया है, हमारा रिपब्लिक मीडिया नेटवर्क भी अपने कदम और भी तेज करेगा।
इस देश में बहुत समय के बाद एक ऐसी सरकार आई है जो सरकार टिकाने के लिए नहीं चल रही, देश को सुधारने के लिए सरकार चल रही है।
ये पहला एक बड़ा इवेंट हुआ है जहां पे आप इस पर विस्तृत तौर से इन डिटेल आप बात करेंगे, तो लेट अस एड्रेस ऑल इश्यूज।
Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman reached Washington to attend the 2023 spring meetings of the World Bank Group and International Monetary Fund and other G20 meetings. She was received by Ambassador Taranjit Singh Sandhu. Sitharaman is on a week-long visit to the US.
The State Congress President D.K. Shivkumar earlier visited the Nandini milk parlour in Hassan today. This is coming amidst the entire controversy over Amul's entry into the state. The Amul brand is right now facing backlash in the state as hoteliers in the state have chosen to buy Nandini milk to be able to support state farmers. The BJP has accused the Congress of unleashing what they are calling is a misinformation campaign over dairy cooperative Amul's presence in the state of Karnataka. As the face-off over Amul and Nandini milk intensifies, the JDS state president CM Ibrahim says that there is going to be a blood revolution in Karnataka if Amul gets entry in the state. Staying with Karnataka in what could be a big embarrassment for the BJP, the villagers earlier gherawed out the minister Shashikala Jole, asking her not to set a foot in the Galataga village in the state of Karnataka. This incident took place at a Dalit colony during one of the visits of the minister. They've been alleging lack of developmental work in the constituency and also accusing her of visiting the village only during elections seeking votes. And that is the reason why they were also angry. Days before Baisakhi, the pro-Khalistan graffitis surfaced at the holy site of the Damdama Sahib in Punjab. Terrorist group Seek for Justice has claimed responsibility for writing these slogans. Baisakhi celebrations at Damdama Sahib begins on the 12th, it ends on the 15th, and the Punjab police have accordingly beefed up security arrangements. 7 people have been killed, 23 others injured when a tree fell on a tin shed under which people were standing in a temple after heavy wind and rains. This reported from Maharashtra's Akola. We shift our focus now to the state of Punjab, where the BSF troops, while doing area domination, found 3 packets wrapped with yellow adhesive tape in the wheat fields near the village. On opening of the packets, the Narcotics Bureau suspected to be heroin. Vigilant BSF troops once again foiled the nefarious attempt of smugglers to be able to smuggle these contrabands. Elon Musk has sparked a row with the BBC after labeling the broadcaster as a quote-unquote government-funded media organization. Britain's national broadcaster was quick to push back against the categorization. The label now appears on outlets that receive some government funding, including the BBC, the PBS, NPR, and the Voice of America. It does not appear on other government-backed outlets like Canada's CBC or Qatar's Al Jazeera. India has recorded about 5,800 new COVID cases in the last 24 hours. This is said to be a marginal increase from the last 24 hours. And about 14 deaths have also been reported. A nationwide drill is planned for today and tomorrow to review the emergency preparedness of both the public and the private sector hospitals amidst the spike. The union minister, you would recall, took a review meeting just about last week, and he's asked everyone to stay alert. And before we move ahead in this news, ladies and gentlemen, this is a quick reminder of what a lot of you have been asking and writing to us about. This is India's biggest news event that is back. The third edition of the Republic Summit is going to be held in the national capital just later this month. So we are just days away from what's going to be a gala event. The biggest names, the biggest newsmakers, the biggest agents of change and transformation in the country right now, all will be together at the Republic Summit Live once again this year. And we not just request you for your continuous patronage, but here at Republic, we also request your support as we get together and bring to you India's biggest news event by miles. And on republicworld.com, continuously, we'll be updating the countdown and looking through the various events as we build up to that big event. Also, the next breaking update now on the site. We are learning that the Amritpal aide, Papalpreet, has been arrested by the Delhi Police's special cell. Sources say that he will also be taken to Assam soon. Amandeep, I'm told, is joining us live. Amandeep, from where was this arrest made?
Well, Dipti, what we are getting to know is that this arrest was made in a joint operation of Punjab Police and Delhi Special Cell. And in fact, it is nearby Amritsar, just because Amritsar Rural Police is entirely involved into this entire operation. And now Papalpreet is presently in the custody of Amritsar Rural Police, just because the case of Ajnala Police Station siege was handled by Amritsar Rural Police. And now Papalpreet is presently in the custody of Amritsar Rural Police, and soon he will be taken to Assam as well, just because he is already booked under NSA. Dipti, remember, Papalpreet was the one who remain visible in the certain CCTVs and the selfies and the certain photographs along with Amritpal Singh from 18th of March till 28th of March. And the latest CCTV that came to fore on 29th of March, that Papalpreet was seen alone paying obeisance in a Gurdwara when he escaped from a police net in Hoshiarpur. And that was the point from where Amritpal and Papalpreet got separated. They absconded in the different locations, and even Amritpal was being sheltered by somebody else. But now the questioning of Papalpreet is very much important, Dipti, just because he knows inside out of Amritpal. He knows who all are providing shelter to Amritpal Singh, and he knows who all are involved into this entire escape. And he knows what are the possible hideouts of Amritpal Singh after he got separated from Hoshiarpur. It was the turning point of the entire investigation and the entire chase on the intervening night of 28th and 29th March, when counterintelligence team was chasing Amritpal and Papalpreet. They abandoned their car in a Gurdwara and they absconded in different separate locations. And from where the two police teams started following the footprints of both Amritpal and Papalpreet. And now Amritpal's very close aide, his associate, has been arrested. Papalpreet is now presently in the custody of Amritsar Rural Police. He is being questioned, and later, very soon in fact, he will be taken to the Assam Dibrugarh jail along with the other 7 accused who are already in the Dibrugarh jail, who booked under NSA. And this is the latest development we are getting to know, just because not only one police, Dipti, SOG of Punjab Police Special Operation Group is involved into this entire operation. Delhi Special Cell was involved into this entire operation. Punjab Police Counterintelligence was involved into this entire operation, and even paramilitary forces is also deployed at the different locations. So this is the
in spite of all this, the man called Amritpal is still a free man. I think that is the biggest commentary today on the state of policing, particularly in Punjab. But we trust you to keep us ahead on all breaking developments. I thank you right now, as it's also time for us to quickly head into a break. But on the other side, it's the big major showdown yet again between the BJP and the Congress. But this time, it is what we've heard from an ex-Congress Neta, Ghulam Nabi Azad, that the BJP is using to hit out at Rahul Gandhi. Also, in what's going to be a scathing attack on Rahul Gandhi, the Vice President says one must leave their political spectacles when speaking abroad.
The India developmental model is the right model which the world can follow. And that is the opportunity that we have before us.
I believe that you are soaked in the philosophy of nation first.
Mediation will work when there is uncertainty of winning by any one party. इसलिए जो judgment आया यही सबसे उत्तम है. This puts an end to the whole issue.
Assertive 1% that wants to open the wounds again. They do not operate only by the verdict of the court. Dragging back economic fugitives, fantastic. But a crackdown on corruption alone is not enough to steer the economy.
That is where the reforms are not just to remove those who are with several cases of corruption and disproportionate assets. This will ensure that at a local level, no officer can go about saying, hey, I've come to inspect you without the system approving it.
Mediation will work when there is uncertainty of winning by any one party. इसलिए जो judgment आया यही सबसे उत्तम है. This puts an end to the whole issue.
Assertive 1% that wants to open the wounds again. They do not operate only by the verdict of the court.
आप सभी देश के जन जन तक सही सूचनाएं पहुंचाने में अहम भूमिका निभा रहे हैं। जब नेशन फर्स्ट होता है तब हमारे संकल्प भी बड़े होते हैं और उनको सिद्ध करने के प्रयास भी व्यापक होते हैं।
प्रधानमंत्री जी, हमने भी ठान लिया है हमारा रिपब्लिक मीडिया नेटवर्क भी अपने कदम और भी तेज करेगा।
Welcome back. You're watching Republic and time for us to put our focus on all election-related developments coming in from the poll-bound state of Karnataka. In what is a huge embarrassment for the JDS, H.D. Kumaraswamy's son is facing a huge wrath over missing basic amenities in the Ramnagar constituency. This, remember, again is a part of the old Mysuru region where apparently the JDS is a little stronger appeared to the other regions. Now, Nikhil Kumaraswamy, who's the son of the former chief minister and the candidate also from the Ramnagar Assembly constituency, is campaigning exactly there, and this is where he had to face the wrath of the locals of the lack of basic facilities who've questioned why he's done absolutely nothing for them.
In a massive embarrassment for the JDS, many people in a village in Ramnagar Assembly constituency went ahead and Gerard, the son of former Chief Minister of Karnataka, and Nikhil Kumaraswamy was Gerard, stating that there was no sort of work which was being done by him or neither his mother as well, and the people were angry because an irrigation project which was inaugurated 5 years ago had not seen the day of the light, because apart from inauguration and ground laying ceremony, nothing was done by Anita Kumaraswamy, and therefore the villagers slammed Nikhil Kumaraswamy for coming to them and seeking votes. Otherwise, they wouldn't vote for him, and they also questioned the absence of Anita Kumaraswamy and questioned where she was, because it's been 5 years since she was voted into power, but till date she had not come to the constituency apart from the day when she had sought votes and apart from the day when she had won as well. And this had definitely left the JDS party red-faced, because this comes in their own stronghold in Ramnagar as well. And Nikhil Kumaraswamy has stated that the people this time around should vote for him as well, but the people have stated that they will neither vote for him or any other political parties until all their works are completed.
We are into a break right now. On the other side, the fact-finding panel says Mamata Banerjee's government didn't do enough to stop the riots in the state. They are also citing police inaction. We'll be meeting the governor later this evening.
Mediation will work when there is uncertainty of winning by any one party. इसलिए जो judgment आया यही सबसे उत्तम है. This puts an end to the whole issue.
Assertive 1% that wants to open the wounds again. They do not operate only by the verdict of the court.
आप सभी देश के जन जन तक सही सूचनाएं पहुंचाने में अहम भूमिका निभा रहे हैं। जब नेशन फर्स्ट होता है तब हमारे संकल्प भी बड़े होते हैं और उनको सिद्ध करने के प्रयास भी व्यापक होते हैं।
प्रधानमंत्री जी, हमने भी ठान लिया है, हमारा रिपब्लिक मीडिया नेटवर्क भी अपने कदम और भी तेज करेगा।
इस देश में बहुत समय के बाद एक ऐसी सरकार आई है जो सरकार टिकाने के लिए नहीं चल रही, देश को सुधारने के लिए सरकार चल रही है।
ये पहला एक बड़ा इवेंट हुआ है जहां पे आप इस पर विस्तृत तौर से इन डिटेल आप बात करेंगे, तो लेट अस एड्रेस ऑल इश्यूज।
The India developmental model is the right model which the world can follow, and that is the opportunity that we have before us.
I believe that you are soaked in the philosophy of nation first. Dragging back economic fugitives, fantastic. But a crackdown on corruption alone is not enough to steer the economy.
That is where the reforms are.
Dragging back economic fugitives, fantastic. But a crackdown on corruption alone is not enough to steer the economy.
That is where the reforms are not just to remove those who are with several cases of corruption and disproportionate assets. This will ensure that at a local level, no officer can go about saying, hey, I've come to inspect you without the system approving it.
Mediation will work when there is uncertainty of winning by any one party. इसलिए जो judgment आया यही सबसे उत्तम है. This puts an end to the whole issue.
Assertive 1% that wants to open the wounds again. They do not operate only by the verdict of the court.
In a major development in the Amritpal case, Waris Punjab the Chief Amritpal Singh's close aide Papalpreet Singh has been arrested. Papalpreet's arrest is a major setback for radical preacher Amritpal, who is still on the run after the Ajnala incident in Punjab's Amritsar. BJP launched a scathing attack on Rahul Gandhi after former Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir and former Congress leader Ghulam Nabi Azad claimed that Rahul Gandhi goes abroad and allegedly meets undesirable businessmen. Now BJP has come forward and demanded an explanation from Rahul Gandhi and his links, his alleged links with those businessmen.
इतनी बात नहीं कही, अभी गुलाम नबी आजाद ने जो टिप्पणी की वो आपको सुना दिया। इससे एक बड़ा सवाल उठता है कि राहुल गांधी हर 4-5 महीने के बाद विदेश जाते हैं। किससे मिलते हैं राहुल गांधी? क्योंकि बाकी तो जाते हैं तो क्या क्या बोलते हैं कि भारत के लोकतंत्र पर ही सवाल करते हैं, वो चर्चा हम लोग कर चुके हैं।
Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar has launched a scathing attack on Rahul Gandhi, saying that whenever you go out of the country, one must leave through political lenses. In India, he further went on to ask, have you ever noticed a foreign dignitary on a visit to our country ever denigrating his nation? After huddle in the national capital, the BJP unit of Karnataka is likely to release the full list of candidates for the upcoming state assembly elections this evening. Karnataka Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai said candidates have been chosen based on certain directions given by Prime Minister Modi. With assembly elections due within a month, the political fight over the entry of Amul, which is the Gujarat state milk cooperative brand in the state of Karnataka, has created a big stir, and it stands to alienate a crucial electoral vote bank, is what some analysts are saying. Amid the ongoing controversy over the entry of dairy brand Amul in poll-bound Karnataka, Congress state chief DK Shivkumar visited a store of the local famed milk brand Nandini in Hassan. In a big setback to Amul, the Bruhat Bengaluru Hotels Association announced that it would choose only Nandini milk to support the state's farmers. This after Amul versus Nandini milk debate has been stirred and has created a political slugfest in Karnataka. Pro-Kannada groups staged protests in Bengaluru against Amul's entry into the poll-bound state of Karnataka. They slammed the government, saying that Amul wants to expand the dairy company in Karnataka for the sake of polls. Now, the pro-Kannada group chanted anti-Amul slogans while carrying the products of the milk brand, including butter and cheese. Fact-finding panel has questioned the Mamata Banerjee-led Bengal government over the recent clashes between two groups during Ram Navami procession. Fact-finding panel has said that Mamata government didn't do enough and has also cited police inaction. They are set to meet the governor this evening.
Tried to meet the local SP, he did not permit us, and even telephone में बात नहीं हुआ. और ये जो है this visit is mostly in relation to the disturbances and incidents that have taken place during the Ram Navami celebrations.
As face-off over Amul and Nandini milk intensifies, JDS State President has said that there will be blood revolution in Karnataka if Nandini is taken over by Amul. Over Jamshedpur violence continues on one side. JMM claims the situation is under control, while the BJP is questioning the law and order situation in the state. The East Singhbhum police registered an FIR against the communal clashes that erupted in Jamshedpur on Sunday evening over the alleged desecration of a religious flag. Security forces also conducted a flag march. Section 144 has been enforced in the area. Authorities have also banned mobile internet facilities. According to East Singhbhum District Deputy Commissioner Vijay Jadhav, some anti-social elements are trying to disturb peace and sought cooperation of people to foil the plot. A special NIA court has issued a 10,000 rupee bailable warrant against an ATS officer for repeatedly not appearing to record his statement in the Malegaon blast case trial. The officer was part of the initial investigation team of the ATS and had recorded statements of several witnesses of the case. Court has ordered him to remain present in the court to record his statement on the 2nd of May. Rajya Sabha MP Kapil Sibal took a swipe at Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde after his Ayodhya visit, saying conspirators, opportunists and backstabbers cannot carry forward the legacy of Balasaheb Thackeray. Maharashtra BJP Chief Chandrasekhar Bawankule said that on the sidelines of the 2024 Lok Sabha elections, more leaders from the opposition parties will be joining the BJP. Union Minister Nitin Gadkari, along with MPs, inspected the construction work of Zojila tunnel that will be connecting Kashmir to Ladakh.
Rohtang Pass. From Manali to Rohtang Pass, it takes 3.5 hours, but now there is Atal Tunnel by which you can reach with only 8 minutes.
Senior BJP leader and Central Minister Bisheshwar Tudu quoted a controversy by claiming that many of the officers appointed through the Union Public Service Commission are dacoits. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi will visit his former constituency Wayanad in Kerala on the 11th of April. This will be the first time after his disqualification as an MP that he will be visiting Wayanad. During his visit, he is scheduled to address a public rally and also hold a roadshow. Days after China's renaming provocation, Union Home Minister Amit Shah is scheduled to launch the Vibrant Villages program in Kibithoo, a village along the India-China border, during a 2-day visit to Arunachal Pradesh that starts today. Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has reached Washington to attend the 2023 spring meetings of the World Bank Group and International Monetary Fund and other G20 meetings. She was received by Ambassador Taranjeet Singh Sandhu. Nirmala Sitharaman is on a week-long visit to the US. India recorded 5,880 new COVID-19 cases in 24 hours. This is a marginal increase from the previous day. According to the Health Ministry data, the active infections stand at 35,199. Meanwhile, 14 deaths were witnessed in the last 24 hours, taking the death tally to 53,09,079 deaths. A nationwide drill is planned for today and tomorrow to review emergency preparedness of both public and private hospitals amid a spike in COVID-19 cases. Union Minister Mansukh Mandavia in last week's review meeting had asked state health ministers to stay alert and check the preparedness of health facilities. Supreme Court agreed to hear on April 14th a plea by the Anjuman Intizamiya Masjid Committee seeking permission for wuzu at the Gyanvapi Mosque complex in Varanasi during the month of Ramzan. Even as Congress has criticized BJP General Secretary Kailash Vijayvargiya for his comment that women look like Shurpanakha in short clothes, MLA Lakshman Singh from the opposition party, which is the Congress in Madhya Pradesh, has backed the comment. Shops and other commercial establishments remained closed at most of the places in major cities of Chhattisgarh. This comes following the Bandh called by Vishwa Hindu Parishad to protest against the brutal murder of a 23-year-old youth in Bemitara district. The BJP staged a protest in front of several police stations in Hooghly against the Trinamool Congress and the administration for playing the role of a silent spectator in protesting the inhuman incident of women of 3 tribal communities in South Dinajpur district last week. In a big embarrassment for the BJP, villagers ghirawed Minister Shashikala Jole, asking her to not set foot in the village in Karnataka. The incident took place at Dalit colony. The villagers alleged lack of developmental work in the constituency and accused her of visiting the village only during elections to seek votes. Supreme Court is scheduled to hear bail pleas of several convicts serving life imprisonment in the 2002 Godhra train burning case. A bench of Chief Justice D.Y. Chandrachud and Justices P.S. Narasimha and J.B. Pardiwala are scheduled to hear, along with the bail applications, a batch of pleas of the convicts challenging their convictions. News is continuously being tightened on Mafia Atiq Ahmad and his close aides. Ubaid, who is another close aide of Atiq, has been arrested. 2 days back, a case of extortion of 2 crore rupees was registered against him. As per the UK media reports, India has halted trade talks with United Kingdom over the targeting of the Indian High Commission. Indian government sources have rejected these reports and called it baseless. Ukraine's first deputy foreign minister has arrived in New Delhi on a 4-day visit, marking the first official visit of the East European country since the beginning of the Russia-Ukraine conflict. She will hold talks with the Secretary and Ministry of External Affairs, during which both sides are expected to discuss bilateral relations, exchange views on the current situation in Ukraine and global issues of mutual interest. Elon Musk has sparked a controversy with the BBC after labelling the broadcaster as a government-funded media. However, Britain's national broadcaster was quick to push back against the categorization. The label now appears on outlets that receive some government funding, including BBC, PBS, NPR and Voice of America. The most important words former President Donald Trump said after he was charged with 34 felonies by the Manhattan District Attorney last week were not guilty, but politically the most significant may be election interference. Trump's repetition of those words, which have been taken up by other top Republicans, show how he's trying to turn his historic position as the first former president charged with crimes to his advantage. An Islamabad court has summoned former Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan in the Toshakhana case on April 11th. The additional district and sessions judge of the Islamabad court has issued the summon on a plea seeking an immediate hearing of the Toshakhana case. Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf has written to United Nations demanding an independent investigation into the murder of journalist Arshad Sharif, who was killed in Kenya in October 2022. Rescuers have found 2 bodies in the rubble of a building that collapsed in an explosion in France's Marseille on Sunday. Earlier, French authorities said 8 people were missing, possibly trapped. However, it is not clear whether the figure includes the 2 dead bodies that have been found. A massive rally was held in Tbilisi by opposition supporters in Georgia to demonstrate their solidarity with Ukraine and Georgia's aspiration to become a part of the European Union. Taiwan's defense ministry detected 70 Chinese military aircraft and 11 naval ships around Taiwan by 6 a.m. this morning, and its armed forces were monitoring the situation to respond to these activities. According to Taiwan's defense ministry, ROC armed forces have monitored the situation and tasked CAP aircraft, Navy vessels and land-based missile systems to respond to these activities. A Norfolk Southern train went off the tracks near Jasper, Alabama on Sunday. trapping the train's crew in the engine room briefly after the engine car tipped over. The JASP police said in a statement that there has been no major injuries, but the regional paramedic services were called to the scene to evaluate the crew and transported 2 crew members as a precaution. Rinku Singh, a 25-year-old batsman from Aligarh, gained instant fame as he smashed 5 consecutive sixes in the final over of the game to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. While Rinku defied the odds and produced a great spectacle for fans, there is a story hidden behind his heroics. The bat, which was his ally throughout the innings, is nothing short of special. The bat belongs to Kolkata team skipper Nitish Rana and has been with him for a long time. Shreyas Iyer uploaded an Instagram story on his official account and was seen pumped up by seeing Rinku Singh's last over finish. Punjab Kings captain Shikhar Dhawan and cricket commentator Harsha Bhogle shared a light moment during the post-match presentation of Hyderabad versus Punjab match. During the post-match presentation, while Shikhar Dhawan went on to receive the Player of the Match award for his excellent knock, he shared a light moment with cricket commentator Harsha Bhogle and said, "I hope you'll be happy with my strike rate, Harsha." Hyderabad players impressed with the bat as well as with the ball and displayed an element of ruthlessness in both innings, which was missing in their first 2 matches. East Bengal FC and Odisha FC played out an entertaining stalemate as the 2 Hero India Super League sides put on a spirited display at the Wayanad Stadium. Top goal scorer Luis Suarez, veteran Marcelo and teenage starlet Enrique scored in their finals and won prestigious state championship titles in Brazil on the weekend. The uncertain global economic conditions and competition between for advertiser budgets have resulted in a weak start to IPL 2023. One-man army effort in the form of skipper Shikhar Dhawan helped the Punjab team reach a respectable total of 143 for 9 in their IPL match against Hyderabad. A century stand between the half-centurion Rahul Tripathi and skipper Aiden Markram, coupled with 4-wicket haul by spinner Mayank Markande, helped Hyderabad put an end to Punjab's 2-match winning run. The Indian cricketing fraternity lauded Kolkata batsman Rinku Singh, who pulled off one of the greatest heists in the T20 format by smashing 5 successive sixes in the final 5 balls of last over to seal a thrilling 3-wicket win against Gujarat.
आप सभी देश के जन जन तक सही सूचनाएं पहुंचाने में अहम भूमिका निभा रहे हैं। जब नेशन फर्स्ट होता है तब हमारे संकल्प भी बड़े होते हैं और उनको सिद्ध करने के प्रयास भी व्यापक होते हैं।
प्रधानमंत्री जी, हमने भी ठान लिया है, हमारा रिपब्लिक मीडिया नेटवर्क भी अपने कदम और भी तेज करेगा।
Amity faculty have filed over 1,800 patents. Yet another reason why Amity has been ranked among the top for innovation achievements.
आप सभी देश के जन जन तक सही सूचनाएं पहुंचाने में अहम भूमिका निभा रहे हैं। जब नेशन फर्स्ट होता है तब हमारे संकल्प भी बड़े होते हैं और उनको सिद्ध करने के प्रयास भी व्यापक होते हैं।
प्रधानमंत्री जी, हमने भी ठान लिया है, हमारा रिपब्लिक मीडिया नेटवर्क भी अपने कदम और भी तेज करेगा।
इस देश में बहुत समय के बाद एक ऐसी सरकार आई है जो सरकार टिकाने के लिए नहीं चल रही, देश को सुधारने के लिए सरकार चल रही है।
ये पहला एक बड़ा इवेंट हुआ है जहां पे आप इस पर विस्तृत तौर से इन डिटेल आप बात करेंगे, तो लेट अस एड्रेस ऑल इश्यूज।
The India developmental model is the right model which the world can follow, and that is the opportunity that we have before us.
I believe that you are soaked in the philosophy of nation first. Dragging back economic fugitives, fantastic. But a crackdown on corruption alone is not enough to steer the economy.
That is where the reforms are not just to remove those who are with several cases of corruption and disproportionate assets. This will ensure that at a local level, no officer can go about saying, hey, I've come to inspect you without the system approving it.
आप सभी देश के
इस देश में बहुत समय के बाद एक ऐसी सरकार आई है जो सरकार टिकाने के लिए नहीं चल रही, देश को सुधारने के लिए सरकार चल रही है।
ये पहला एक बड़ा इवेंट हुआ है जहां पे आप इस पर विस्तृत तौर से इन डिटेल आप बात करेंगे, तो लेट अस एड्रेस ऑल इश्यूज।
In a massive embarrassment for the JDS, many people in a village in Ramnagar Assembly constituency went ahead and geared the son of former Chief Minister of Karnataka, and Nikhil Kumaraswamy was geared, stating that there was no sort of work which was being done by him or neither his mother as well, and the people were angry because an irrigation project which was inaugurated 5 years ago had not seen the day of the light, because apart from inauguration and ground laying ceremony, nothing was done by Anita Kumaraswamy, and therefore the villagers slammed Nikhil Kumaraswamy for coming to them and seeking votes. Otherwise, they wouldn't vote for him, and they also questioned the absence of Anita Kumaraswamy and questioned where she was, because it's been 5 years since she was voted into power, but till date she had not come to the constituency, apart from the day when she had sought votes and apart from the day when she had won as well. And this had definitely left the JDS party red-faced, because this comes in their own stronghold in Ramnagar as well, and Nikhil Kumaraswamy has stated that the people this time around should vote for him as well, but the people have stated that they will neither vote for him or any other political parties until all their works are completed.
We're heading into a break right now. After the break, we'll get you details about Papalpreet's arrest. Also, Amit Shah is set to visit border areas near LAC. China is rattled.
Amity faculty have filed over 1,800 patents. Yet another reason why Amity has been ranked among the top for innovation achievements.
The India developmental model is the right model which the world can follow, and that is the opportunity that we have before us.
I believe that you are soaked in the philosophy of nation first. Dragging back economic fugitives, fantastic. But a crackdown on corruption alone is not enough to steer the economy.
That is where the reforms are not just to remove those who are with several cases of corruption and disproportionate assets. This will ensure that at a local level, no officer can go about saying, hey, I've come to inspect you without the system approving it.
आप सभी देश के जन जन तक सही सूचनाएं पहुंचाने में अहम भूमिका निभा रहे हैं। जब नेशन फर्स्ट होता है तब हमारे संकल्प भी बड़े होते हैं और उनको सिद्ध करने के प्रयास भी व्यापक होते हैं।
प्रधानमंत्री जी, हमने भी ठान लिया है, हमारा रिपब्लिक मीडिया नेटवर्क भी अपने कदम और भी तेज करेगा।
Yes, 1 crore 50 lakhs. 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 1 cr
India developmental model is the right model which the world can follow. And that is the opportunity that we have before us.
I believe that you are soaked in the philosophy of nation first.
Mediation will work when there is uncertainty of winning by any one party. इसलिए जो judgment आया यही सबसे उत्तम है. This puts an end to the whole issue.
Assertive 1% that wants to open the wounds again. They do not operate only by the verdict of the court.
Ladies and gentlemen, India's biggest news event is back. The third edition of Republic Summit will be held in the national capital this month. The biggest names, the biggest newsmakers, the biggest agents of change and transformation in India will be at the Republic Summit once again this year. So stand by for what will be by far India's biggest news event by miles. Amritpal's closest aide, Papalpreet Singh, has been arrested. Sources suggest he will be taken to Assam next.
Police did not take any steps to prevent it. On the other hand, we have seen, and from the experience of the people also, that police either was mute spectator or वो रहने से वो दंगा जो लोग दंगा कर रहे थे उनको हिम्मत आया.
The fact-finding panel's interim report says riots were pre-planned and orchestrated. And Amit Shah is set to visit border areas in Arunachal Pradesh. Rattle China is opposing the visit. Ghulam Nabi Azad talks about Rahul's meetings with undesirable businessmen on foreign trips. BJP seeks an explanation. And getting in details of the top story at this hour, Amritpal aide Papalpreet Singh has been arrested by a Punjab police SOG, and sources say that he will be taken to Assam soon. Now this arrest is very crucial to the Punjab police in their hunt for Amritpal Singh, because last Papalpreet was seen in Hoshiarpur. It is believed that at least till the last week he was with Amritpal in Hoshiarpur, from where they separated their ways. He has been arrested now, and he will be taken to Assam is what we are getting to know. We will have Amandeep joining us live to give us more details about this arrest. Where was Papalpreet arrested from, and what was the entire operation like? Because earlier there were reports of Papalpreet being arrested in Delhi. Now we're getting to know that he was probably arrested in Amritsar. Amandeep is joining us live. Amandeep, what are the details of the arrest that we have right now?
Well, Sanika, absolutely. Papalpreet is now in the police custody, and in fact he has been arrested from Amritsar and by Amritsar Rural Police. It was basically a joint operation of SOG, paramilitary and even counterintelligence and Amritsar Rural Police, though Delhi Special Cell has also been involved into this entire operation. But finally they have able to take the custody of Papalpreet, and now soon, very soon, he will be taken to the Assam, to Dibrugarh jail as well, just because Papalpreet is another one who has been booked under NSA. Since intervening night of 28th and 29th March, Papalpreet and Amritpal were together, but on the intervening night, after the chase of counterintelligence, they both fled into the separate directions. And Papalpreet was lastly spotted in Hoshiarpur itself in a Gurudwara, and even the CCTV footage that was of 29th of March of 6 p.m. revealed that he was paying obeisance at a Gurudwara in Hoshiarpur itself, and even from where now he has been arrested finally. But Papalpreet is the one who knows inside out of Amritpal Singh. Since 18th of March till 28th midnight, he was remain with Amritpal. He was providing shelters. He has arranged harbors for Amritpal Singh, and by utilizing his connections in Ludhiana, in Patiala, in in Kurukshetra and even in Hoshiarpur also. Several cars, bikes and even autos has also been seized by Punjab police, and every time Papalpreet was driving the bike, Papalpreet was seen with Amritpal Singh taking the selfies as well, having the drinks on a roadside. But after 28th and intervening night of 28th and 29th, they both got separated. They abandoned their car in a Gurdwara in Hoshiarpur, and Amritpal, who has been fled to the different location in a separate way, and there are certain people who are still providing the shelter to Amritpal Singh, and Papalpreet knows that what are the possible hideouts of Amritpal Singh. Papalpreet knows who all are the connections of Amritpal Singh and where he is possibly hiding still, and even Papalpreet knows that how he has recorded that video and from where that video has been uploaded on the internet, and even who all are involved in recording that video message of Amritpal Singh twice, not only one, twice. So Papalpreet is the one who knows all kind of secret of Amritpal Singh, just because he's a very close associate, and since 18th of March till 28th of March he was with Amritpal Singh. But now Punjab police has arrested Papalpreet Singh. He is presently in the custody of Amritsar Rural Police and will be taken to Assam jail very soon. And even Sanika, at 4 PM, just a short while from now, IG headquarters Sukhchand Gill is going to hold a press briefing revealing all the details regarding the operation and how this entire arrest was transpired by Punjab police and who all are involved into this entire operation. And even the police will also reveal the possible locations of Amritpal Singh, just because Papalpreet's questioning is very much important, Sanika. He knows everything about Amritpal Singh and he can reveal each and everything about Amritpal, just because the main target of this entire operation is Amritpal. That is still absconding. He is not nabbed so far, and even now the biggest lead is in the custody of Punjab police, and this lead will be further taken to reach out to Amritpal. Yes, Sanika.
Yes, Amandeep, we will keep a close watch on where this investigation goes as far as, and the hunt for Amritpal is also concerned. For now, we're moving on to more news in this newsfield. And before we get you the other big story of the day, ladies and gentlemen, India's biggest news event is back. The third edition of the Republic Summit will be held in the national capital this month. The biggest names, the biggest newsmakers, the biggest agents of change and transformation in India will be at the Republic Summit once again this year. So stand by for what will be by far India's biggest news event by miles.
आप सभी देश के जन जन तक सही सूचनाएं पहुंचाने में अहम भूमिका निभा रहे हैं। जब नेशन फर्स्ट होता है तब हमारे संकल्प भी बड़े होते हैं और उनको सिद्ध करने के प्रयास भी व्यापक होते हैं।
प्रधानमंत्री जी, हमने भी ठान लिया है, हमारा रिपब्लिक मीडिया नेटवर्क भी अपने कदम और भी तेज करेगा।
The Bruhat Bengaluru Hotels Association has announced that it would choose only Nandini milk to support the state's farmers. Amul versus Nandini milk debate has recently been stoked and has led to a political slugfest in poll-bound Karnataka. Karnataka Rakshana Vedike, which is a pro-Kannada group, staged a protest in Bengaluru against Amul's entry into the poll-bound state of Karnataka and slammed the government, saying that it is the government who is pushing for Amul's entry in the state. Karnataka police has detained several protesters of the pro-Kannada group Karnataka Rakshana Vedike organization who oppose the sale of Amul milk in Karnataka. Amid the raging debate of Amul versus Nandini, Karnataka Congress chief D.K. Shivkumar visited a Nandini milk parlour in Hassan and bought many milk products from the milk parlour. Now, amid the Amul versus Nandini milk controversy, the JDS state president has triggered controversy with his very provocative statement. He says there will be blood revolution in Karnataka if Amul acquires Nandini. Son of former Chief Minister H.D. Kumaraswamy, Nikhil Kumaraswamy, who is also the candidate of Ramanagar Assembly constituency, had to face the wrath of locals over lack of basic facilities. This face-off took place while he was campaigning in his constituency. A similar incident took place in Galataka village in Karnataka, where BJP Minister Shashikala Jolly was confronted by voters who accused her of not providing any basic facilities and coming to the village only to seek votes during elections. And the BJP is slated to release its first list of candidates this evening. B.S. Yedurappa has said that the first list will contain almost 170 to 180 candidates. Now, Air India's Delhi to London flight was forced to return to Delhi after reports of unruly passenger who attacked the crew members on board. Here's a report.
Another mid-air scare incident reported as Delhi-London bound Air India Airlines after scheduled departure returns back to the national capital. The airlines were supposed to depart from the national capital at 6:50 a.m. After departure and few minutes in the air mid-air, there was an incident reported of the unruly behavior of a passenger. After many verbal and written warnings, which is in an official statement by Air India, the passengers continued to misbehave with the airline's crew, and not only did he misbehave but also caused physical harm to the two cabin crew of the Air India Airlines. After that, the pilot in command took cognizance of the entire incident and decided to return back to national capital. After landing back to the national capital, the unruly passenger was handed over to the police officials, and also a formal complaint has been lodged by the Air India with the police officials. An FIR has been registered, and also the entire matter has been reported to the DGCA. According to the airport police officials, the inquiry and the investigation in this entire formal complaint is being looked into. But right now what we are learning is that now the Delhi-bound London Heathrow flight is rescheduled to depart in around afternoon. Along with video journalist Parvez Alam, Harsha Chandwani for Republic TV.
We're getting breaking news from the state of Karnataka, where Republic has an official confirmation from SDPI that Congress and JDS had approached SDPI for an alliance ahead of elections. This is as per the statement coming in from SDPI State General Secretary. We have Prajwal joining us live, who's getting us this news break from Karnataka. Prajwal, SDPI, which is linked to the banned radical group PFI, which is actually the political wing of the PFI, is now confirming that Congress and JDS, both these parties, have approached the controversial political party SDPI for alliance in the upcoming elections. What are the details about this conversation that you had with the SDPI leader that you can share with our viewers?
Sanika, now categorically even speaking about this entire conversation which took place between me and Afsar Kotlipete, who is the State General Secretary and the election in charge for the SCPI in the state of Karnataka. He stated that apart from the BJP, all the other political parties have approached him, meaning to say that even the Aam Aadmi Party, the AIMIM and also the JDS and the Congress have approached them, because initially it was understood that they would be contesting from all the 224 assembly constituencies. But now we are getting in information that they will be contesting only in around 73 assembly constituencies. Already the two lists of the SCPI are out, where 19 people have already been fielded from various assembly constituencies. Now 54 more names will also be released in the SCPI's third list. This is exactly what he stated, and apart from which he also stated that because of ideological differences, they will not ally with the BJP, but they are definitely open to alliance with the Congress and JDS because they are not any sort of political enemies. but they are only political rivals because there has always been a change in the ideologies and there has been a change in the mindset as well. So this is something which Afsar Kodlipete stated. And also let's remember this, Sanika, as well, because 1 month ago, Mohammad Ilyas Tumbe, who is the National General Secretary of the SDPI, had spoken and had stated that in 2018, there was an alliance with the Congress. The SDPI had an alliance with the Congress and therefore they plan to contest only in a certain few seats, whereas they had left the other seats for the Congress to contest from. And he had also stated that this time around there will not be, there will not be any sort of alliance as well. But somewhere now the SDPI is again open to alliance, and what is more even shocking over here is the fact that it is not only the Congress but also the JDS, the Aam Aadmi Party and the AIMIM who have gone on to approach the SDPI to strike an alliance in certain assembly constituencies where they will field a common candidate from their party, also declaring support for the SDPI. So this is something which is happening on the expected lines as well, and with the Congress approaching the SDPI should definitely not come as a surprise here, where the SDPI has again fallen back on their strong ally, which is the Congress, and has now continued to act as a B team for the Congress and the JDS in the state of Karnataka.
Prajwal, any confirmation or any response from the Congress to this statement made by the SDPI?
So far, the Congress has denied, they have denied, stating that they are having any sort of alliance as well. And also coming to it, a majority of the Congress leaders are already flying to the national capital as well. So we'll need to get to understand this. And also, Sanika, a list of 58 names are yet to be announced by the Congress as well. So let's go ahead and see as to who are these people who will be contesting from these assembly constituencies, because interestingly in the 19 assembly constituencies which the SDPI has gone on to field, the Congress has only fielded 10 candidates from these assembly constituencies, and 9 of these assembly constituencies still remain vacant, and the Congress has not announced any candidates. So will they announce the candidates for these constituencies or not? That is something to be seen. And also, who are these candidates they will be fielding? Because last time around in 2018 as well, when the Congress did go ahead and field candidates, it was alleged by Mohammad Ilyas Tumbe, stating that they were all weak candidates who were fielded against the SDPI, so that the SDPI will get a headstrong start in the elections as well. So this time around, even who are these candidates who are being fielded against the SDPI will be under a lot of scrutiny.
Yes, and in fact, Prajwal, just a few days back, you had reported on another news break related to SDPI, where the SDPI leader had said that in 2018, they sort of had a secret deal with Congress, after which SDPI had pulled down their candidates from contesting elections. And in fact, as we take the story forward, as this news break forward, we have S. Prakash of the BJP joining us on the phone line. Mr. S. Prakash, if SDPI leader has officially confirmed to Republic that Congress and JDS had approached them for alliance, what is your first response on that?
It's very shocking to know that these two parties have approached a terror-related SDPI party for alliance. It is the very same party who claim they don't support SDPI. But their own SDPI own General Secretary has confessed that these two have approached them. PFI is a banned organization, and SDPI is offshoot of PFI. And these two political parties, for paltry minority votes, they have no hesitation to associate it with a terror-tainted party called SDPI. This clearly exposes the mindset of these two political parties, and people of Karnataka are well aware of the designs behind it, and these two will be taught a good lesson in the forthcoming assembly polls.
Thank you very much, Mr. S. Prakash, for joining us and giving us your live response on this big breaking story on Republic TV as far as the Karnataka elections is concerned, where Congress and JDS seem to be in talks seem to have approached SDPI. This is as per the statement made by the SDPI leader and in a conversation with our reporter Prajwal. If Prajwal continues to join us live on this broadcast. Prajwal, what we were talking about earlier about the statement from the SDPI leader, where he said that there was sort of a secret understanding between the SDPI and the Congress in 2018, due to which SDPI pulled down few candidates from their election list faced in 2018, and now SDPI is telling us that Congress had approached them for an alliance. Is it somewhat hinting at another, appeasement politics sort of a situation in Karnataka?
Absolutely, that seems to be the case now, Sanika, because there were over 100, there were over 100 candidates who were fielded by the SDPI in the 2018 Assembly elections, 132 to be very precise as well. But later, over 100 candidates were, pulled down only because of the request by senior Congress leaders, exactly in the words of Mohammad Ilyas Tumbe, the National General Secretary of the SDPI, who has gone on to make this statement in Dakshina Kannada as well. And he clearly stated that this was only because that the Congress had approached him, that he was willing to do this as well, because they had a tacit understanding too, and this understanding was also about to happen for the Lok Sabha elections, but it did not pan out according to the plans of the SDPI, and therefore they had to put it down. And he also further goes on and adds that this time around, that is in the 2023 Assembly elections, they will not be, they will not be having any sort of pre-poll alliance with any party for that matter, even the Congress or the JDS for that matter. But now the SDPI themselves coming out in the open, agreeing to the fact that they are open for an alliance, and that even political parties such as the Congress and the JDS have also approached them, is something which is very shocking, and also on the lines of appeasement is something which is now being seen, and we will have to wait in for an official confirmation from the Congress now. But clearly now, the SDPI clearly stating that they are not afraid to state this, and they have said that several Congress leaders and the JDS leaders have already approached them, and talks are still in progress. So we'll need to wait and watch out for all those 54 assembly constituencies where the SDPI will be announcing tickets now.
Yes. Thank you very much, Prajwal, for joining us live and giving us that big breaking news from the state of Karnataka, where SDPI says that Congress and JDS had approached the party for alliance in the upcoming elections. And another very important news from the state of Karnataka, where the voters are seeking accountability from the netas. This time it was H.D. Kumaraswamy's son Nikhil Kumaraswamy who was confronted by one such voter while on campaign trail. The voter confronted him on why basic facilities were not provided to the constituency. Here's a report.
In a massive embarrassment for the JDS, many people in a village in Ramnagar Assembly constituency went ahead and Gerard, the son of former Chief Minister of Karnataka, and Nikhil Kumaraswamy was Gerard, stating that there was no sort of work which was being done by him or neither his mother as well, and the people were angry because an irrigation project which was inaugurated 5 years ago had not seen the day of the light, because apart from inauguration and ground laying ceremony, nothing was done by Anita Kumaraswamy, and therefore the villagers slammed Nikhil Kumaraswamy for coming to them and seeking votes. Otherwise, they wouldn't vote for him, and they also questioned the absence of Anita Kumaraswamy and questioned where she was, because it's been 5 years since she was voted into power, but till date she had not come to the constituency, apart from the day when she had sought votes and apart from the day when she had won as well. And this had definitely left the JDS party red-faced, because this comes in their own stronghold in Ramnagara as well. And Nikhil Kumaraswamy has stated that the people this time around should vote for him as well, but the people have stated that they will neither vote for him or any other political parties until all their works are completed.
Union Home Minister Amit Shah met Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma in Dibrugarh. Union Home Minister is headed to the border areas in Arunachal Pradesh. The visit comes days after China's provocation of renaming villages in the state. Khalistani supporter Amritpal's aide Papalpreet Singh has been arrested in an operation led by Punjab Police SOG. The operation was also aided by Delhi Police Special Cell. Papalpreet is the last man seen with Amritpal and one of his closest aides. However, Amritpal continues to remain on the run. Amritpal's legal team has reached Assam's Dibrugarh. His team of advocates include Deep Sidhu's brother Mandeep Sidhu. Legal team is trying to meet Waris Punjab Day members lodged in Assam jail. Fact-finding committee headed by Justice L. Narasimha Reddy has made scathing observations on Bengal riots. The panel has prepared an interim report mentioning that Mamata government did not do enough. The report also alleged inaction by Bengal cops. The fact-finding committee will submit the report to Bengal governor this evening. A team led by Union Minister Nitin Gadkari reviewed the progress of Zojila tunnel project in Jammu and Kashmir. The project is part of government's plan to boost connectivity and will connect Gandarbal in Jammu and Kashmir to Kargil in Ladakh. Once completed, the project will provide great aid to the security forces too.
It is really a great pleasure for me to interact with you. This is to be a state-of-art project, and with the cooperation of Honorable LG Saab and the state government of Kashmir, it is to be very helpful for us. And this is one of the important things which is our dream, Kashmir se Kanyakumari.
Amid the ongoing tussle between Tamil Nadu government and Governor, Chief Minister Stalin has tabled a resolution against the Governor for the second time to urge the centre to instruct the Governor to approve the bills sent to him after being passed in the Assembly. Earlier, AIDMK staged walkout to escape from voting for the resolution against the Governor. And we're standing by for the briefing by Punjab police. This after the big arrest they made earlier. Papalpreet Singh has been arrested. And Vice President has slammed Rahul Gandhi. He has said that political lens should be kept behind while speaking on a foreign land. And fact-finding panel's interim report has said that riots in Bengal were pre-planned.
Dragging back economic fugitives, fantastic. But a crackdown on corruption alone is not enough to steer the economy.
That is where the reforms are not just to remove those who are with several cases of corruption and disproportionate assets. This will ensure that at a local level, no officer can go about saying, hey, I've come to inspect you, without the system approving it.
आप सभी देश के जन जन तक सही सूचनाएं पहुंचाने में अहम भूमिका निभा रहे हैं। जब नेशन फर्स्ट होता है तब हमारे संकल्प भी बड़े होते हैं और उनको सिद्ध करने के प्रयास भी व्यापक होते हैं।
प्रधानमंत्री जी, हमने भी ठान लिया है, हमारा रिपब्लिक मीडिया नेटवर्क भी अपने कदम और भी तेज करेगा।
The India developmental model is the right model which the world can follow, and that is the opportunity that we have before us.
I believe that you are soaked in the philosophy of nation first.
इस देश में बहुत समय के बाद एक ऐसी सरकार आई है जो सरकार टिकाने के लिए नहीं चल रही, देश को सुधारने के लिए सरकार चल रही है।
ये पहला एक बड़ा इवेंट हुआ है जहां पे आप इस पर विस्तृत तौर से इन डिटेल आप बात करेंगे, तो लेट अस एड्रेस ऑल इश्यूज।
Mediation will work when there is uncertainty of winning by any one party. इसलिए जो judgment आया यही सबसे उत्तम है. This puts an end to the whole issue.
Assertive 1% that wants to open the wounds again. They do not operate only by the verdict of the court.
दो मिनट वेट करो।
सर एक दो क्वेश्चन पर लाइए।
कर दिया स्टार्ट पंजाब पुलिस ने मानयोग सीएम साहब दी बहुत इफेक्टिव काम किया है। बहुत सारे क्लू सीगे इस मैटर दे विच जिहड़ा स्पैशल ऑपरेशन चल रहा सीगा। पपलप्रीत सिंह जिहड़ा मेन एसोसीएट आ अमृतपाल सिंह दा, उन्होंने पंजाब पुलिस ने और खास करके अमृतसर रूरल पुलिस ने कत्थू नंगल के एरिए तो गिरफ्तार किया है। ये काफ़ी देर तो बहुत सारे वाइटल क्लू सीगे जिन्हों के उत्ते काम हो रहा सीगा और बहुत शलाघा का काम किया अमृतसर रूरल पुलिस ने मानयोग DGP साहब दी हिदायतों से और उन्होंने गाइडेंस के हेठ। पपलप्रीत सिंह नूं डिटेन किया गया NSA दे विच गिरफ्तारी जी पेगी NSA के तहत वो गिरफ्तारी पेगी। इस तो इलावा ये 6 होर केसिस दे विच वांटेड आ और फरदर ये जो भी डिवेलपमेंट होर होएगी वो बारे दे विच तुहानूं टाइम टू टाइम जी है जानकारी दी जाएगी। पंजाब पुलिस ने मानयोग CM साहब की इंस्ट्रक्शंस पे बहुत इफेक्टिव काम किया है। इस केस में एक स्पेशल ऑपरेशन जो चल रहा था, इसमें हमारे पास वाइटल क्लूज थे जिसमें पपलप्रीत सिंह जो मेन एसोसिएट है अमृतपाल सिंह का, उसको पंजाब पुलिस ने खास करके अमृतसर रूरल पुलिस ने कत्थू नंगल पे बहुत इफेक्टिव काम किया है। इस केस में एक स्पेशल ऑपरेशन जो चल रहा था, इसमें हमारे पास वाइटल क्लूज थे जिसमें पपलप्रीत सिंह जो मेन एसोसिएट है अमृतपाल सिंह का, उसको पंजाब पुलिस ने खास करके अमृतसर रूरल पुलिस ने कत्थू नंगल एरिया है अमृतसर में, वहाँ से अरेस्ट किया है। पंजाब पुलिस ने इसको NSA में डिटेन किया है। इसके अलावा 6 और केसेस इस पे रजिस्टर्ड हैं जो टाइम टू टाइम एज पर लीगल प्रोसेस उस पर काम किया जाएगा बाद में। और इस केस में अभी और फर्दर जो भी डेवलपमेंट होगी टाइम टू टाइम आपके साथ शेयर की जाएगी। पंजाब पुलिस अंडर द इंस्ट्रक्शंस ऑफ ऑनरेबल CM पंजाब हैज़ टेकन अ वेरी इफेक्टिव स्टेप। पंजाब पुलिस हैज़ बीन सक्सेसफुल इन अरेस्टिंग पपलप्रीत सिंह। Papalpreet Singh is main associate of Amritpal Singh. He has been arrested from the area of Kathu Nangal in Amritsar, and Amritsar police under the leadership of Honorable DGP Punjab, they have arrested Papalpreet. He has been detained under NSA. There are 6 other cases which have been registered against him, and further legal action will be taken as per law and in accordance with law. Any further development in this case or in this matter will be shared with the media soon. Thank you so much.
So that was a briefing of the Punjab police, remember, after the arrest of Papalpreet Pal. This is, remember again, a very close aide of Amritpal, the man who still is a fugitive. Now, Papalpreet is Amritpal's main associate, is what you've just heard from the Punjab police. They say he was wanted in 6 cases. They also say that we will ensure that we will catch Amritpal very, very soon. But like I said, the critical question continues to be that why is it that after so many days, there is absolutely no clue of where this man is? Why is it today that the police has not been able to nab him? Now, multiple CCTV footages is what you have seen all through the last many days as Amritpal continues to be on the run. The Punjab police there was speaking after the arrest of Papalpreet, also by the special cell of the Delhi police, and they say that he's been arrested under the NSA. They also insist that he's the main associate of Amritpal, and they believe that they are now a step closer to catch Amritpal. But will that happen or not? Again, is anyone's guess. I'm told our colleague Amandeep is also joining us for more details on that story. Amandeep, what more do we know about what the police possibly is not saying right now? They speak about Papalpreet, arrest. They say that he's been booked under the NSA. But why haven't they answered the question about Amritpal, and where is that man right now?
Very surprising and shocking press conference, Dipti. The Punjab police, this was a one-way communication. They came here, they just speak 4 lines and after that they left. IG headquarters Sukhchand Gill and IG border range Narendra Bhargav, they both were present in the press conference and they revealed very brief information about the arrest of Papalpreet, and without taking a single question they have left the press conference, and in fact they left the press conference hall also. And even if they wanted to reveal only information, only one side, then why they are calling the press conference? They are saying that Papalpreet has been arrested and he has been arrested by the Amritsar Rural Police, what we have stamped earlier, and in fact he has been arrested from a Kathunangal area of Amritsar. He was booked under NSA and later the law course will be followed according to the National Security Act. This is all about the press conference and the brief about Papalpreet's arrest, and in fact no question regarding Amritpal Singh, not a single query regarding the hiding and possible hideouts of Amritpal Singh. No question has been attended by Punjab police, and in fact they have, in a very brief note, they said they will be update the media regarding the arrest of Amritpal Singh or any further details. So very surprising why they are not able to reveal the investigative part of Amritpal Singh, why the police is not able to nab him down even after so many days. And in fact when they have arrested the very close associate of Amritpal Singh, even after that they are not revealing any kind of detail regarding Amritpal Singh, where he is, where is the possible hideout, why police is not able to nab him, and who was involved into the entire operation. These are the questions that need to be answered by the investigating agency, Punjab police. But in a very brief note they have given the information that Papalpreet has been arrested from Kathunangal by Amritsar Rural Police, and even he has booked under NSA, and further legal course according to National Security Act will be taken against him, and further media will be updated according to any development regarding this case. So this is all about a press conference. Within 4 minutes the press conference was over. But yes, Papalpreet, a close associate of Amritpal Singh, has been arrested, and in fact now the possible hideouts must be with Punjab police, and in fact they will be very close to arrest Amritpal Singh. But so far Amritpal Singh is not in the custody of Punjab police. That is a fact of matter. Yes, Deepthi.
Yes, and you know, Amandeep, there is another fact of the matter is that this man, Amritpal, has been missing since March the 18th. Every time you ask the Punjab police, they will tell you, listen, we are very, very close to nabbing him. So there clearly has to be a lot going wrong right now. And there were also reports possibly that he's getting tip-offs. And the reason why, you know, the moment the police reaches a particular site where he was spotted the last, he's already moved to another location. Now, have any heads rolled? Has any accountability been fixed? Do we know absolutely anything that has happened against the erring cops and perhaps, you know, the top police management in the last 1 month or so, ever since this man has been on the run?
Well, Dipti, the Punjab police is not coming to that line. It was a complete failure on 18th of March that police of 4 districts headed by 2 IPS officers were chasing Amritpal Singh. They have led a trap to nab only Amritpal Singh. And in fact, even only Amritpal absconded along with Papalpreet, and rest all have been arrested. Cars have been recovered. Weapons has been seized. But there was no accountability fixed from the Punjab police that why this operation got failed on 18th of March. Until now, Amritpal Singh is still absconded, and he is freely uploading the videos on the social media, and twice, not once, twice. And in fact, still Punjab police is not able to trace the whereabouts and the hideouts of Amritpal Singh. Though one after another CCTVs has been revealed, one after another photographs has been recovered, selfies has been recovered, and the locations has been recovered. The people who harbored Amritpal Singh and Papalpreet Singh, they have been arrested. Certain vehicles has been seized, which was used to escape by Amritpal Singh, but not Amritpal. Amritpal remain untraceable so far. Even Uttarakhand police is involved into this. The LOC has been issued. Nepal government has also put on alert regarding Amritpal's movement as well. But Amritpal Singh, the prime target of Punjab police, is still absconding, Deepti.
Oh yes, it's, you know, we don't know what we should be calling the Punjab police. They've clearly got themselves in no glory, and the reason why, you know, Amandeep, again and again, every time the Punjab police will hold a briefing, they will run away before they tell us where is Amritpal and why hasn't the police there been able to nab him. But we trust you to keep us ahead on every breaking development on that story. I thank you right now for getting us insight into what we know on that big story, and let's shift our focus quickly to another story that has been grabbing a lot of attention, especially on the social media. You've heard a lot about unruly passengers, the unruly passengers creating ruckus, a lot of them later deboarded, there is action. Now this is an Air India Delhi-London flight that actually had to turn around. Why? Because of an unruly passenger on board. Now, according to an airline official, this passenger has a fight with the flight crew members, that too mid-air. This airline then lodges a complaint with the Delhi Airport Police on the entire incident. The passenger currently is under investigation. He's at the police station. And one more instance of an unruly passenger that we see in the skies.
Another mid-air scare incident reported as Delhi-London bound Air India Airlines after scheduled departure returns back to the national capital. The airlines were supposed to depart from the national capital at 6:50 a.m. After departure and few minutes in the air mid-air, there was an incident reported of the unruly behavior of a passenger. After many verbal and written warnings, which is in an official statement by Air India, the passengers continued to misbehave with the airline's crew, and not only did he misbehave but also caused physical harm to the two cabin crew of the Air India Airlines. After that, the pilot in command took cognizance of the entire incident and decided to return back to national capital. After landing back to the national capital, the unruly passenger was handed over to the police officials, and also a formal complaint has been lodged by the Air India with the police officials. An FIR has been registered, and also the entire matter has been reported to the DGCA. According to the airport police officials, the inquiry and the investigation in this entire formal complaint is being looked into. But right now what we are learning is that now the Delhi-bound London Heathrow flight is rescheduled to depart in around afternoon. Along with video journalist Parvez Alam, Arshad Sharif for Republic TV.
Let's shift our focus to a lot of political mudslinging that's happening between the BJP and the Congress. Not the very first time that, remember, we are seeing a direct Rahul Gandhi versus a BJP tirade again. But this happened after you had seen Rahul Gandhi actually, remember, putting out a tweet. He had questioned Ghulam Nabi Azad. He now, remember, has left the Congress, and not just left the Congress, he has spoken up against the Congress regime. He's spoken up particularly against Rahul Gandhi and many of his missteps. Now, this is where Ghulam Nabi Azad earlier, remember, had made a claim where he said that whenever Rahul Gandhi flies out, he meets certain undesirable businessmen. Now, the BJP has latched on to that comment. They use that comment now to ask these questions of Rahul Gandhi.
मैंने कोई अपनी बात नहीं कही, अभी गुलाम नबी आजाद ने जो टिप्पणी की वो आपको सुना दिया। इससे एक बड़ा सवाल उठता है कि राहुल गांधी हर 4-5 महीने के बाद विदेश जाते हैं। किससे मिलते हैं राहुल गांधी जी? क्योंकि बाकी तो जाते हैं तो क्या क्या बोलते हैं कि भारत के लोकतंत्र पर ही सवाल करते हैं, वो चर्चा हम लोग कर चुके हैं। लेकिन राहुल गांधी किससे मिलते हैं? ये अनडिजायरेबल बिजनेसमैन कौन है? ये देश जरूर जानना चाहेगा, और हम चाहेंगे कि ये बात सच्चाई देश के सामने आनी चाहिए कि राहुल गांधी जी जब भी विदेश जाते हैं तो किस तरह के अनडिजायरेबल एलिमेंट से, बिजनेसमैन से, अवांछनीय बिजनेसमैन से वो मिलते हैं, और उनके मिलने का एजेंडा क्या होता है। और दूसरा सवाल ये उठता है कि जब भी राहुल गांधी विदेश से भारत लौटते हैं तो उनका और हमला तेज हो जाता है। जरा शांत रहिए। तेज हो जाता है भारत के ऊपर, प्रधानमंत्री के ऊपर, भारत की प्रगति के ऊपर। आज तक राहुल गांधी जी ने पिछले 9 साल में भारत की विकास यात्रा में एक भी अच्छे शब्द नहीं कहे। चलिए उनका विषय है, लेकिन आज भारत दुनिया की 5वीं इकॉनमी बन चुका है, इंग्लैंड से आगे निकल चुका है। भारत का आईटी सेक्टर, भारत का डिजिटल सेक्टर, भारत का स्टार्टअप सेक्टर। याद करिए कि जब कोरोना काल में मेड इन इंडिया वैक्सीन ने दुनिया में अपना परचम लहराया तो उसका भी विरोध कर रहे थे कि कौन सी वैक्सीन है। तो क्या राहुल गांधी एंटी इंडिया बिजनेसमैन के इशारे पर भारत को कमजोर करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं और मोदी जी के खिलाफ अभियान कर रहे हैं। मैं फिर कहूंगा, ये अनडिजायरेबल बिजनेसमैन विदेश में कौन है? और जब भी राहुल गांधी उनसे मिलकर आते हैं तो भारत के खिलाफ, मोदी जी के खिलाफ, भारत की विकास यात्रा के खिलाफ उनकी जबान और तल्ख हो जाती है। ही बिकम्स मोर एग्रेसिव। एक अंतिम बात कहनी है कि अडानी रोज प्रकरण जपते हैं वो। मैं फिर रिपीट करूंगा, अडानी को विदेश में पहली खान कब मिली? जब मनमोहन सिंह की सरकार 2009 में, 2011 में बड़ी खान मिली उनको न्यूजीलैंड में, ऑस्ट्रेलिया में। तो क्या मनमोहन सिंह जाते थे क्या? आज राहुल गांधी जवाब दें, 65,000 करोड़ रुपए का पूंजी निवेश अडानी आपकी सरकार राजस्थान में कर रहे हैं कि नहीं, जहां अशोक गहलोत जी मुख्यमंत्री हैं? अडानी का पोर्ट बन रहा है कि नहीं केरला में, जिसको कांग्रेस पार्टी ने ओके किया और आज सीपीएम सीपीआई की सरकार उसको एग्जीक्यूट करवा रही है। अडानी को कोयला खदान का एक्सपेंशन छत्तीसगढ़ की कांग्रेस सरकार ने दिया या नहीं दिया? और बाकी बंगाल में भी 15,000 करोड़ का पूंजी निवेश हो रहा है। तो राहुल गांधी कुछ नहीं बोलते हैं इस पर, आज तक जवाब नहीं देते हैं, और खाली झूठ बातें करना, बेबुनियाद आरोप लगाना उनकी फितरत बन गई है। इसके बहुत भर्त्सना करते हैं। लेकिन राहुल गांधी
ये भवन बल के 5 फॉर्मेशन और यूनिट्स में निर्मित किए गए हैं। इनमें लोहितपुर, नूरनाथ, विशाखापट्टनम, छपरा और लिकाबाली शामिल है।
कि एटीएस आईटीबीपी लोहितपुर में आवासीय परिवार भवन टाइप 2, 3, 4, 5 का निर्माण किया गया है। सभी भवनों का निर्माण बच्चों की सुरक्षा को ध्यान में रखते हुए किया है और इसमें रोशनी, हवा व पानी की उचित व्यवस्था है। हम सब परिवारजन इसमें सुरक्षित रह पाएंगे। इसके लिए हम सभी गृह मंत्रालय, भारत सरकार एवं भारत तिब्बत सीमा पुलिस बल का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद व आभार व्यक्त करते हैं।
27 बटालियन ITBP, नूरनाथ, केरल।
आज हम बहुत खुश है कि अब हम 27 वाहिनी नूरनाथ केरला के परिसर में बने सरकारी आवास पर रह रहे हैं। महोदय, हमारी वाहिनी के अधिकतर जो नौकरी है वो एनो क्षेत्र में तैनात है। नक्सली प्रभावित क्षेत्र में तैनात होने के कारण उनके जो परिवार है वो यहीं पे रहते हैं। उनको हर तरह की सुरक्षा दी जाती है। उनको कोई भी समस्या हो, हर समस्याओं का समाधान किया जाता है। महोदय, यहाँ पे हम सब बहुत ही सुरक्षित हैं। महोदय, अब मैं हम सब परिवारजनों के तहत आपको बहुत बहुत आभारी हूँ। जय हिंद श्रीमान।
भारत माता की जय, भारत माता की जय, भारत माता की जय।
56 बटालियन ITBP, विशाखापट्टनम, आंध्र प्रदेश।
नमस्कार महोदय, आज हमें बहुत खुशी हो रही है कि अब हम अपने परिवार के साथ 56वीं वाहिनी कई परिसर में बने सरकारी आवास में रह सकते हैं। यहाँ पर बिजली, पानी एवं मेडिकल की सुविधा बहुत अच्छी की गई है। अब हम अपने परिवार के साथ यहाँ पर निश्चिंत एवं सुरक्षित तरीके से रह सकते हैं। मैं यहाँ पर उपस्थित सभी परिवारजनों की तरफ से माननीय गृह मंत्री भारत सरकार को आभार व्यक्त करती हूँ। धन्यवाद महोदय।
6th बटालियन ITBP, छपरा, बिहार।
देश के यशस्वी केंद्रीय गृह एवं सहकारिता मंत्री आदरणीय श्री अमित शाह जी आज 6वीं वाहिनी भारत तिब्बत सीमा पुलिस बल छपरा को 120 बेड का गंभीर बैरक का लोकार्पण किए हैं, जो अत्याधुनिक सुविधाओं से सुसज्जित है। धन्यवाद। जय श्रीमान।
सेक्टर हेडक्वार्टर्स ITBP लिकावाली अरुणाचल प्रदेश।
श्रीमान माननीय केंद्रीय गृह मंत्री जी, भारत सरकार आज हमें अपने क्षेत्रीय मुख्यालय लेकावली में प्रशासनिक कार्यों को सुचारू रूप से चलाने के लिए प्रशासनिक भवन, जवानों के इलाज के लिए अस्पताल, रहने के लिए जवान बैरक, अधीनस्थ अधिकारी मेस